Pre-diabetes, not a big deal. Come back in 3 months. Come on, y'all already heard it. How many of you have gone into the doctor's office, had your blood work taken, and then when you get the results, unfortunately, you see that you're in the pre-diabetic range? And I've seen this happen live and direct. And my head went up. I turned my head upside down because I'm like, how could you tell this patient that it's not that big of a deal? So you have practitioners out there that are not really understanding the implications of being pre-diabetic / insulin resistant, due to the fact that they're telling you that we're going to watch and wait, or maybe we want to put you on metformin, or maybe you're not diabetic, but you're almost pre-diabetic. And this is why I'm not even a fan of the word pre-diabetic, because you're already in the frying pan. You're already in the frying pan. It's not about things getting hot. Like, you're already in the frying pan. Why? Because fatty liver and fatty pancreas is well under the way, and it's only going to get worse. This is insulin resistant. If you're pre-diabetic, you are insulin resistant. The damage is already being done. Being insulin resistant is the framework for amputations, kidney disease, heart attack, neuropathy, and strokes. The journey to getting those things starts right now. If you're insulin resistant, if you're pre-diabetic, that journey starts right now. And so there is no come back in 3 months. There is no let's just wait and see. Pre-diabetes is actually fueled by insulin resistance. And so, like I said, as far as I'm concerned, there is no pre-nothing. It's on and popping right now. This is not a warning shot. You're actually being shot at. So let's talk about what pre-diabetes is considered to be. So this is where you have an increase in fasting glucose levels, right? You see the chart, but this isn't something that happens overnight. Like I said, this chart right here shows you that this is not something that happens overnight. In fact, most people, by the time they get diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, they've had insulin resistance for about 15 years. Did you hear me? Did y'all hear me? So by the time you actually get diagnosed with diabetes, on average, you've been insulin resistant for about 15 years. So you can see that there is a gentle increase in blood sugars almost 15 years before the diagnosis of type 2 diabetes. This parallels in the increase in insulin resistance. So essentially the saying goes is that since the cells are not responding to insulin, or the pancreas is not making enough insulin, a large portion of that blood sugar remains in the bloodstream. And this is what you're going to see during a finger stick, right? So check this out. You have people who are being told that they're completely healthy. We don't know why you have high blood pressure. We don't know why you had a heart attack. We don't know why you have neuropathy, erectile dysfunction, cravings, mood swings, fatigue, cancer, Alzheimer's, fatty liver, men that are expressing women characteristics such as what they call man boobs due to the increase in estrogen, women who are expressing more masculine traits such as facial hair growth due to the increase in their testosterone, infertility in both men and women, or PCOS. All of that right there, you take all of that right there, and that is insulin resistance. That's insulin resistance. And so this is the stage that is the easiest to actually reverse. Let's talk about heart attacks, strokes, kidney failure, and dialysis, right? So as far as the cardiovascular diseases go, the World Health Organization estimates that 50% of people with diabetes die due to cardiovascular disease, such as heart disease and stroke. More than 71% of the US adults with diabetes had hypertension or used medications to treat hypertension. That's interesting, right? So you mean that the blood pressure may have been high for a reason, other than the blood pressure just being high just to be high. There was actually a reason. Let's move on. Eyes. Let's talk about eyes. So diabetes is actually the leading cause of newly diagnosed adult blindness. When it comes to kidneys, diabetes is also the primary cause of kidney failure. So in 44% of all new cases in 2011, during the same year, it was also reported that 228,924 people began treatment for kidney failure due to diabetes, also known as dialysis, which is is increased like crazy in our communities. It seems to be almost at every plaza that you can find, you're going to see a dialysis clinic. So I'll get more into that as this year goes on. But just keep an eye on these dialysis clinics, because I want to get some more information from the actual community as to what people have seen in their own community about dialysis clinics, but I'm getting off course. So let's talk about sensation. Diabetes causes mild loss of sensation to the extremities in as many as 70% of adults who have it. And amputations. Amputations of the lower extremities may eventually be necessary, especially for those who have blood vessel disease. More than 60% of all non-traumatic amputations of the lower limb occur in people with diabetes. Approximately 73,000 of lower limb amputations were performed in diabetics by the age of 20 and older. So before any of this occurs, what we need to understand is before any of this happens, insulin resistance takes place first. So if you are diagnosed with being pre-diabetic, I need you to understand that you're already in the pan. You're already in the frying pan. Don't wait for anything. There's no waiting and seeing. You need to act as if you have full-blown diabetes and actually take action right now. Don't let anybody tell you that it's not that big of a deal. It is a huge deal. And I don't want people saying to themselves or telling the other family members that, yeah, I don't have diabetes. I just almost, like I'm close. I'm pre, but I don't have it. No, you got it. You have the insulin resistance, and the insulin resistance is what creates the actual framework for all of these things we just went down. All right. So pre-diabetes is a huge deal.